Hello, welcome to Content for Demand session, how BMC proved the value of interactive content and ramped up ROI. We'll be speaking today with Stephen Watts, the Director of Web Marketing for BMC Software, in conversation with our Director of Digital Design here at Content for Demand, Savannah Heil. First, I'm going to introduce you to Lisa Wallace, our Director of Sales and Account Strategy. She worked closely with Stephen and Savannah and the team to get these campaigns launched. With that, I'll hand you over to Lisa.
Hi, I'm Lisa Wallace, and I have the pleasure of working with lots of clients here at Content for Demand as Director of Sales and Account Strategy. In my role here, I get to work with clients to realize amazing content and content marketing strategies to truly make a difference in the buyer's journey with their various audiences. One of my clients is Stephen Watts with BMC. We've had the pleasure of working with BMC for several years now and are really working on transitioning to an ever more interactive, experiential content play. So as an agency, we create interactive content as custom coded as well as Ceros. We're huge fans of Ceros and create ever more of our interactive experiences with Ceros. So in a few minutes, you're going to hear from our Director of Digital Design, Savannah, as Holly had referenced before. Savannah's awesome, and I'll give you her credentials at the end of this presentation in case you want to reach out to her for a consultative, session or workshop. So, hey Savannah.
Thanks, Lisa. Just to give a brief overview of what Ceros is, it's a digital content creation platform that can be used by designers and marketers of all kinds without any type of coding knowledge. It doesn't use code to create. It's a drag and drop platform where you can use animation, you can interactivity and carousels and pop-ups and all sorts of different things with no coding knowledge. And since you don't have to worry about doing any coding, that really speeds up the project timelines.
Thanks, Savannah. Yeah, we notice using Ceros has really shaved, a bit of production time as well as created very eloquent interactive experiences for our clients. One of the realities we see is an increased need for the most meaningful, relevant content that you can create. There's a lot of heavy lifting content needs to do, as we all know, and it's becoming more important than ever that every piece of content you create can truly deliver in moving your audiences through the buyer's journey. We're seeing ever more increased investment in content and investment in interactive content, digital experiences that allow for audiences to self-navigate and truly interact with the materials you have in the most meaningful way for themselves to make a difference. So talking to this trend and these needs, I would like to introduce Stephen Watts, Director of Web Marketing with BMC. Stephen has been working with us now in creating several amazing interactive experiences from static and is here to tell you today some of the hows, whys, and amazing outputs of these experiences. So Stephen, all yours.
Thank you, Lisa. Happy to be here with you guys. A little bit about BMC. BMC Software powers around 84% of the Forbes Global 100 companies. We're focused on enabling the autonomous digital enterprise in areas such as IT service management, workflow orchestration, cloud computing, and mainframe. And our website is absolutely critical, fundamental to the way that we're able to communicate to our prospects and our customers and engage with people who may have never heard of BMC before. And the interactive experiences we've worked with C4D to create on the Ceros platform really have been groundbreaking for us, and it's something that we're really focused on continuing into the future. The first example we're going to talk about is a blog post that's really been a top performing blog post for BMC. It was originally published back in December of 2017. This is a blog post titled SaaS versus PaaS versus IaaS, What's the Difference? And this blog post is a top Google result for phrases like SaaS examples or SaaS versus PaaS, or about 1,000 other similar, very competitive non-branded phrases. This blog post averages about 30,000 visits per month from natural search. And most of that traffic comes from Google, and practically all of it is non-branded traffic. So it's people using search queries that don't include the word BMC or BMC Software or any of our product names like Helix or Control M. And it's really been one of our best blog posts. And for a long time, one of the key elements of this blog post was a static image showing the differences between these cloud computing delivery platforms. So when we decided to start using Saros to add more interactive experiences to our website, this seemed like the perfect opportunity to include this type of experience on a very high visibility blog post. So we collaborated with C4D, and we turned this static image into an interactive infographic that simplified a somewhat complex story and created a very sticky experience for our users. What we found is that for these people who mostly have never heard of BMC before and they're visiting our website for the first time, it creates a great first impression. And it lets them know that we're a modern brand and we're the kind of brand that is able to deploy very cool, slick, interactive experiences on our website. So we're not only the type of brand that can rank at the top of Google for a competitive term, but once you arrive on our website, we have the kind of content that keeps you there and keeps you interested and shows what type of modern brand we are. We've had great results so far from this campaign. So we added the Saros experience in November 2020, so just a couple of months ago, and it seems to have helped not only our user experience and interaction rates on the blog post itself, but I really think it's helping the SEO value of the post. Because more people are taking actions once they arrive on the post and spending more time on the blog post than they were before when it was just a static image. We've seen about a 47% increase year over year for traffic to the blog post during the time period that the Saros experience has been live versus the identical period from a year before. We've seen just a tremendous amount of people clicking on and within the interactive infographic and spending time there. We've seen about over 170 days worth of usage in fewer than 3 months, which must be some kind of record for our website. About 18% of readers are interacting with the experience, and so that's resulting in just a whole lot of value for our users, and we're thrilled to have it on the blog post. So really, it's just been a tremendous asset to include on the blog posts, and it was not difficult at all for us to have this created, and the process went really smooth working with C4D. And I'd like to pass it to Savannah to speak a little bit about how this was created.
Thanks, Stephen. Yeah, so when BMC came to us and wanted to reimagine the static image, he already knew that the blog was performing well. So we didn't want to reinvent the wheel. We took what was existing and we just made it more interesting so that users could interact. And that way it would keep them on the blog post longer, keep them more engaged, more interested in, going further on the BMC site. So, it's the same content that already existed, but with like a twist that could keep users engaged. Also with a brand refresh, because BMC's brand is always evolving. So we wanted to include some of their newer brand elements that you can see are used in this interactive infographic.
Okay, thank you, Savannah. Next up, I'd like to talk about another experience we created in Saros with C4D, which is our Control M case study portfolio. Control M is one of our very most popular products at BMC, and it's used by some of the largest banks in the world every day. Case studies and examples from our customers are some of the most compelling content that we can provide to prospects to show the value that our products are bringing to our existing customers. We have for a long time had static PDF case studies which have worked very well and have been quite effective, but we decided to use this opportunity to work with C4D and turn some of those static PDF case studies into an all-new interactive experience. C4D has done a great job of integrating design elements from the BMC brand into this, and they've done such a good job that some of our internal designers have actually requested the imagery that they've created. So it's really been a seamless experience working with C4D on this particular project. The Control M case study portfolio repurposes not just existing PDFs, but also videos, podcasts, and other types of content into a unique and interactive format. We launched this in December of 2020, and in the 2 months since, we've had more than 2,800 interaction clicks, making it almost certainly our most popular and compelling case study in the first couple of months of the year. So we're thrilled to have a way to bring new life to our existing and older content in such an easy way for us. Savannah, is there anything you'd like to add about the creation of this experience?
Yeah, definitely. So something that's always been really helpful for our clients, we have a lot of existing examples across the board that we can, show to get, to the wheels turning. We showed a past client project to Stephen and BMC. That was a case study portfolio, and they loved it from the start. So we already had a starting spot of what it was going to look like, how it was going to function. And, with the existing case studies, the existing brand, and the idea of the framework, putting it all together was a pretty seamless process.
Okay, thank you, Savannah. Ultimately, our goal in this engagement with C4D is to see if there was value for BMC in using Saros. We've been thinking about using the Saros platform for quite a while, and we got access to the Saros platform through an acquisition, and we wanted to see if we could demonstrate to our internal stakeholders that it's worth the effort and the expense of using this platform in addition to our typical web stack. And we feel like it's been an enormous success, and it's absolutely a critical part of our web marketing toolkit at this point. And we're planning on creating many more experiences and finding new opportunities to create compelling, engaging content with the Saros platform and partnering with C4D on that.
Yeah, and another thing is that, Content for Demand as an agency, we create Saros experiences within our agency platform, but in instances like this where our clients have their own Saros platform, we can still partner with you and use that so that to show your results. But
and, another thing our clients really love about Saros is just all the back-end metrics you get, right? All the KPIs. So you're really going to, I don't know if you want to elaborate a little bit, and Saros, you probably love us for this ad, but a little bit on all of the information that Stephen is able to get on these assets.
Yeah, so Saros has their own analytics built in. As an agency, we're able to provide that to our clients, but in BMC's case, they have their own account, so they're able to go in as often as they'd like and check on interaction clicks, clicks out, how many times they clicked on a different button, how long they were on the page, and so on. So it's really great to prove and especially in their case, like they were trying to prove to their internal stakeholders that it was worth it, and showing them these analytics was just a clear success across the board. Another really great thing about Saros is that there's a lot of different ways to implement the experience once it's created. Saros hosts on their platform, we're able to use a vanity URL, embed on your website, or export files. So there's just a lot of opportunities across the board using the Saros platform. And we demonstrated that a lot with BMC.
So as you can see, we brought some flat experiences to life, expanded on success, and made these assets shine even brighter. As an agency, we've been working with Saros a number of years. Obviously, we're big fans, don't have enough good things to say. We do also custom code interactive assets as well. And I just want to make an offer for you to come talk to us, learn more, share your situations, your problems, your successes, and spend some time with us and learning how to, really up the game on everything it is you already, have in-house or imagine you may have in-house. So please stop by the Content for Demand booth. Please reach out. Our information is on this slide. We're happy to schedule time with you on a consultative, basis, schedule a content trends workshop, etc. There's lots we could talk about in, variations of storytelling, best storytelling, whether it be case study portfolios, interactive infographics, and a variety of other formats. So thanks for the time today, and thanks for listening and learning from my resident experts, Stephen and Savannah.
Thank you.
Thank you.